The money is always there. What's the difference between 50 trillion and 83 trillion? It ain't no difference. It's trillions. You feel me? It's no difference.
So Biden put more money.
He put more money towards federal government contract. But the money is always on the table. It's always there.
And they probably still ain't use it all anyway.
Thank you, man. So when people highlight, it's like, and? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so what? All right, so that's one thing. But that's a change, but it's not affecting. Yeah. The next thing is Biden did the thing where subcontractors have to be vaccinated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he put it out there. All of my students hit me at the same time. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I was like, calm down, relax. Because they're not talking about you, your company. Your sub has to be vaccinated. We don't run their company no how. We don't run the inner workings of their company. So if they're not going to get vaccinated, guess what? They can't work on my contract. They out of here. And you put somebody else in there. So that's a change, but it's not an effect. It don't affect the business.
All right, listen, every single week, every episode, you hear me talking about themorningmeetup.com. It's the community. Let me show you what's happening here. Every single morning, Monday through Friday, there's 400 plus people on a Zoom call, right? We're learning, we're talking, we're growing together, and this is you. There's all these people here. It's all these people in the morning meetup. Hundreds of people reading books, growing. We get together quarterly. It's amazing. And for some reason, you just keep looking at, just go to themorningmeetup.com and get in the circle. And then you'll be like way happier. Just themorningmeetup.com. Let's get back to the episode.
Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast, where we find dope people that did dope stuff. And we don't often bring people back for a round two. You know what I mean? But this guy right here, Mr. Jason White, first name, last name.
Yes, sir.
Jay White.
Yes, sir.
Man, the response was crazy from the government contracting conversation we had last time, man. First off, how you been?
Life is good, man.
Life is good.
You've been seeing a lot of me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Life is good, man, for sure.
That's good news, man.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess when it was crazy because you were killing the game in government contracting.
Yeah.
And then when you came on the show, you had just released like the course behind it, right?
Yes,
of like teaching the stuff that you've been doing. And you was real low key because you don't need no followers to do government contracting.
Big fact.
You can get rich by yourself.
No social media presence, no none of that. You know, I was just, man, where we at now?
You outside, bro. He doing live every day. I'm like, yo, what's that? How you? He probably didn't even know how to go live.
I got to show up, man. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. But I am super proud of you, man.
No, I appreciate it, man. I'm proud of you. Appreciate it.
Because it's one thing, and there are people who have like educational courses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But your students are getting real results. On a whole nother level.
Yeah. Just like I was telling you earlier, like the results is the biggest thing for me because I know where I came from. I don't know how long it took me to get my results, but now they shattering mine. They shattering my results.
Give me give me some results from a student that you've had so far since last time we talked.
All right, here's a really good one. 2 weeks after getting my course, he won his first federal government contract. He up $250K. Let me lean back. He up $250K. Yes, sir. His first contract.
So, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
So did he have background in?
No certifications. This is what I love. No certifications. He talked just like I talk. I'm talking about like
very ghetto.
Not polished. Definitely not polished. He jumped on my Wednesday night call. I didn't even know he won. He jumped on the call. He's like, Jay White, I got to tell you something. I'm like, what's up? I'll let me. I won my first contract. I said, oh, wait, you did? Then he told everybody the dollar amount. It was crazy.
So he went through the course, got his first contract for $250,000.
And it took him 2 weeks. Now, that's not typical. I don't even know how he did it. That's not typical, but he up
give me an example of something that is somewhat typical.
Now I'm saying like 30 days. Okay, so peep game. Since my episode aired, right? Mm-hmm. I got 220 new students, right? Yes, sir. Come on, man. I got, you feel me?
I like
Out of that, Out of that, I know you like that. I know you like that. Out of that 220, 64 had already won their first contract. That episode, what?
Really? It's 3 months.
Yeah, 2.5. For real. That's crazy. It took me 3 years to win my first joint, and they punishing that. But like I told you, typically that 30 days, that's what I'm saying. Like when you go in, I'm saying 30 days.
Gotcha. So government, also, Joe, can you text Brandon Abrams, and just tell him Jay White here, because Brandon he's trying to figure the thing out, right?
That's the man we was at lunch with? Yeah. Tell him I said what's up.
Nah, tell him to pull up. Tell him to pull up so Jay can tell him, see, if you ain't been playing, you'll be out here, you'll be up to 250,000.
Big facts.
Typical, but
yeah.
you gotta always tell that.
Yeah. Give him what the
difference is. For those that maybe didn't see the first episode, explain this whole government contracting space for me.
Yeah, so government contracting is simple. The government is looking for small businesses to procure products and services. They put out solicitations for us to bid on. Once we bid on it, we win and we produce that product or render that service. It's that simple. I just don't have the company or the employees to do it, and I sub it out. I'm the middleman, and that's what I teach.
Gotcha.
Go get the contract, sub it right out.
Gotcha. And obviously you have a bunch of students. You are still getting contracts yourself?
That's the piece that I tell everybody. My information is current. It's right now. It's not from yesteryears. So yes, my company is still winning federal government contracts.
Give me your most recent contract.
Dry cleaning. That's the last one I won. That was about 2 months ago now.
So tell me the details of the contract.
1.8 million bed sheets that we have to clean every 3 days. They got to go pick them up.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, 1.8 million bed sheets.
Bro. Hold on. I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Yeah.
So the contract is to clean 1.8 million bed sheets.
Bed sheets.
Every 3 days, or every 3 days you got to clean a certain amount that totals 1.8?
Yeah. So the value of the contract is 1.8 million bed sheets to be clean.
Got it.
Now, the dry cleaning company every 3 days has to go on base and pick up a load. Now, that load can be 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 50 pounds. But the total value of the contract is 1.8 million bed sheets.
How much was the contract for?
Man, you got people coming to look for me.
No,
you got
come on, man.
Top my pockets, man.
I mean, you don't get to keep all the money.
Of course not, because I'm subbing it out to the dry cleaning company or the laundry company to do it for me. You feel me? Of course. All right, everybody do this math. Each bed sheet are charging the federal government $1.75. Each bed sheet. Everybody do the math on that. My take home, though, because this is the part you really want to know.
Yes, sir. I need
My take home is 45 cents a bed sheet. Now, if we go through the whole 1.8 million bed sheets,
that's like 900,000. But you don't wash the sheets.
I don't even know what the sheets look like. I ain't seen one bed sheet. I haven't seen it, man. I ain't even seen the company.
So how did you connect with? How'd you find the laundry? How'd you find the laundromat that's going to service that?
Oh man, Google. It's that simple. Like if you was going to go dry clean your clothes in a state that you don't know,
it just don't sound legal.
I go to Google,
it's just too
man.
easy.
It's too easy. Yeah, I go to Google. You seen what Ross did when I told him what I told him? Mm-hmm. His whole face was like, "Are you serious? Yes, this is what I do." And somebody, since the show came out, people say stuff like you just said, "Can we really do this? Can you do this?" The Fed's not letting you have a 10+ year run if it's illegal. Mm. Everybody know that. But that's why I don't do nothing illegal. Everything is legal. It's legit. It's by the book. And that's what I teach my students.
Why would someone even sell crack? This is just, this is wild. No, seriously. The skill is going to secure the contract.
The skill is, and communication.
And communication.
Yes, sir.
Give me the communication piece.
Because you got to talk to the sub and you got to talk to the federal government.
Sub, what do you mean?
Subcontractor. So that laundry company, I had to talk to them. Mm-hmm. I had to call them up. I'm cold calling them. Hey, this is what I got on the table. You trying to work? You basically not trying to work. What you going to do?
Sounds like hard work.
They with it. They with it. Yeah.
So you Google laundromats in this area.
For sure.
And you call, say, hey, can you handle this?
Yeah.
This is what...
Do you have the ability to handle this bandwidth? Right? And they say, oh, what you got on the table? Oh, I'm going to email you some information. Be on the lookout. I send them the information. They send me a quote back if they can do it. Once they send me that quote back, I'm putting my bread right on top of it.
Anybody say they couldn't do it?
A bunch of times. Yeah, because they get scared. That volume of work, some of these mom and pop companies, they can't handle it. Yeah. But that's cool because I'm going to keep going through Google looking for more companies. It's that easy. You know what I mean?
Tell me about the person that you actually found to do it.
Oh, he was with it off the top. Yeah, this dude was with it off the top. Persian guy. He was like, yeah, I'm all in. Let's do it. And I went over some more details. See, here's the thing. That's why the communication piece is big because I have more details to go over, right? It ain't just, I need you to clean these bed sheets. Okay, now we got to go over frequency. Now we got to go over, okay, who are you going to have to go onto this base? Are they a felon, right? Because if their subcontractor is a felon, then you got to just have somebody else drive on base. Mm-hmm. So I got to go over some small particulars, but after that, we rolling. Now, let me mention this part real quick too. When we talk about felons, the federal government doesn't do business with people. They do B2B, business to business. So felons can have a legit LLC and still do business with the federal government and win the federal government contracts.
That's major.
Straight there. Yeah, straight like that.
That's major.
Because you got to know where I came from. And all my boys got a strike or two.
Right.
But I had to put them on game. And it ain't even no workaround. It's not even a loophole. It's not. It's like, okay, if your LLC is straight, they're not looking at your criminal background. They just making sure, okay, your LLC is good, so your company's good and you good as a CEO. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So talk to me about the people who don't get contracts. Let's just say, because we got 200 people in the course that have the course in your program.
Over that, though.
Over that.
Yeah.
But 66 people already secured that you know of.
That I know of.
Yeah.
That's since the show.
Yeah.
I had students winning before the episode aired.
Right. But over the last 2.5 months.
Yeah, for sure.
That's major, though. You think
that's
about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's tough. That's what I was saying. They killing me. They shattering my results. If I knew me back in 2008, I would have been a straight monster. Because of my work ethic. Yeah.
So tell me about the people that you get, because I know as a coach, man, you come across these people who they just don't get results.
Yeah.
Right? So what type of person doesn't get results, if you had to describe one?
Man, the super overthinker. That individual that say, all right, I'm just waiting for, it has to be more information that I need. It has to be more than this. That person right there, they really don't get the results like they want. The crazy thing is, they still know the process through and through. Still. But they just overthinking it. Yeah, because it can't be as simple as find a solicitation, find a subcontractor, put money on top of their quote, submit proposal. It can't be that easy. It can't be. So now they just overthink the process and they add more sauce onto it that I ain't even telling them to do. They do stuff I ain't. Who told you to do that? I ain't tell you to do that. And they come complaining on the call. Hey, Jay White. So yeah, I added this and added that. I was like, yeah, that ain't my recipe. So I don't
that ain't my recipe. That's why that tastes like that. I don't know what you did.
I ain't got you.
Right.
But it's the overthinker that never gets what they want out of it. Yeah, for sure.
And what have you learned? Because you're fairly new into the coaching space, right? Because you've been behind your computer, contract. Like you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
What have you experienced from the coaching space, man?
Bro,
you personally.
Hey, bro, you gotta have patience, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have major patience. And to listen to somebody take your process and hack it all up, it's like, oh my gosh. So it's the patience of it all, number one. Number two, being consistent. You gotta show up. Like I got my call is Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. You gotta show up. They ain't trying to hear the fact that you just flew here, you just played ball, you ain't ate. They ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
They trying to hear, you told me to be here, I'm here, where you at? So you gotta be consistent and you gotta have that patience. That's what I'm learning.
You like coaching though?
I do though. Like,
I'm saying, coming from, bruh, where you ain't gotta deal with no other humans than the contractors, which you don't gotta deal with them too much.
Right.
It'll seem like it's easier money.
I like to talk though. I like to get in people's heads a little bit and see what they thinking about and try to help them get to their next level. I genuinely really want to see people win. Yeah. So I'm loving when they say, I just submitted my first proposal. I just talked to my first subcontractor. I just talked to the contract specialist for the first, like that. I'm hype off that. Yeah. I'm hype off that. So I'm loving it, man.
Hey, yo, has anything changed since we have a new president in power? Like, are there some changes with, obviously, if it's government contractor, once you have a new leader in government, it seems like some things would undoubtedly change. Have you felt any effects of that?
Change, but not affecting the business. All right, here we go. So now here's the part that people try to expose when they say, oh, I do government contracting. Everybody know the government got money. Mm-hmm. Everybody know that. So somebody will come online and say, the government is now giving away $83 trillion. So what? Last year they was giving away $50 trillion. What's the difference? It ain't no difference.
Listen, if I was going to teach you how to make $1 million, would you give me 10,000? Like if I had a course teach you how to make $1 million a year positive, you're going to make $1 million, would you give me 10,000? Of course you would. It's no brainer, right? So in a calendar year, we make 7 figures with the podcast. But there's 21 things that I extracted from that you're going to need to launch your podcast. But I only got time to give you 3 right now. One is you need a distribution platform. The distribution platform is what you upload your podcast to. That platform sends it to Spotify, Apple, Google Play, so that your supporters can actually listen to your podcast. You're also going to need a microphone. You need a really good microphone so it's crispy audio. And 3, you need an income strategy. This is not necessarily a hobby, unless you're going to make it a hobby. But I can teach you how I made the 7 figures with these 21 things. Now, the good news is you don't have to give me 10,000. My ebook is only $37, okay? So listen, go to podcastebook.com and get the 21 things that you need. And I can explain it in detail, all the things that you need, okay? Podcastebook.com. Let's get to the episode.
That's one thing that people...
What do you mean? I don't understand.
So when Biden got in the office, he exposes more money towards federal government contracts. Mm-hmm. The money is always there. What's the difference between 50 trillion and 83 trillion? It ain't no difference. It's trillions. You feel me? It's no difference.
So Biden put more money.
He put more money towards federal government contract. But the money is always on the table. It's always there.
And they probably still ain't use it all anyway.
Thank you, man. So when people highlight, it's like, and? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so what? All right. So that's one thing. But that's a change, but it's not affecting. Yeah. The next thing is, Biden did the thing where subcontractors have to be vaccinated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he put it out there. All of my students hit me at the same time. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I was like, calm down, relax, because they're not talking about your company. Your sub has to be vaccinated. We don't run their company no how. We don't run the inner workings of their company, so if they're not going to get vaccinated, guess what? They can't work on my contract. They out of here, and you put somebody else in there. So that's a change, but it's not an effect. It don't affect the business.
Right. I mean, I guess it could make it a little more challenging.
How? Let me hear how.
Because, okay, say I'm a subcontractor. Yep. I mean, you can always find somebody that's going to be like, what? All I got to do is get that shot? All right, run it.
There you go.
But I guess it's...
There you go, right. There you go. Right. Yeah. It ain't affecting nothing. It's a change, but it's not affecting anything. So half of the mandates and the laws that come down, they don't affect federal government contracting the way I teach the business model. Now, if somebody had employees, if somebody was actually working the contract, then those changes affects them.
Right.
But because we middlemanning it out, it don't affect us. We good. Huh? We still rolling.
That's crazy that they would make, and I guess it's interesting hearing this because they're pushing this vaccine
on everybody.
Everybody.
Making you lose your job and woo. So,
dang, what's the name? Just lost his job. Kyrie, didn't he?
Kyrie walked away from his job. He ain't lose his job.
No, I'm saying, he walked away, but which I 100% being able to stand on. It's just, they are really pushing this thing. What do you think? What are your thoughts? You think they're pushing it to make sure, I mean, I don't know.
I don't have a thought about it. I mean, I got vaccinated to protect me and mine.
I got a vaccine too.
Man, you traveling, you flying all over the place. Why not?
How many people woke? They just judged me. All right, Joe.
If you don't get it, if you don't get it, you don't get it. You feel me? But I got it. So
somebody in the comments right now, you're pushing the agenda.
Right, yeah.
You got a big platform. You shouldn't be. Shut up.
Hey, I'm vaccinated. Come find me.
Right. I feel good. I'm healthy. I'm still here.
Right. I'm straight. One.
Dang. So I mean, well, that's not. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small effect. You just have to do the work.
But that's what I'm saying. It's an effect, but it's not a change. That's what I'm saying.
And there might be some other stipulations. Let's say that the laundry company, right?
Yeah.
Where you're saying, well, the person that goes on base has to not have a felony.
Yeah.
It's just something you gotta
deal.
The contract?
Yeah, you gotta deal with it. Just don't have main man go that day.
Yeah.
If you know he coming up here, have him sit his butt at the office, send somebody else.
Yeah.
It's really that simple, man. People try to make stuff difficult. And then, I'm gonna tell you something too, bro. When you aired the first episode, I went through the comments. You feel me? I want the smoke. I was like, yo, should I be responding to this stuff or should I just chill? You feel me?
Never chase the smoke, bro, unless you want to. Unless you got time.
I ain't do it. Because one of the comments was like this. Oh, he's taking money from small businesses and putting it in his pocket. I was like, shorty, how? Because I'm giving the contract to a small business. You feel me? I'm actually looking out for the small business that don't want to go through the process that my company went through.
Right.
Here's small business. You getting most of the pot anyway. I'm just taking a small percentage off top. The small business is getting the bread.
And you a small business.
Come on, man. What we talking about?
What else you see in the comments, man?
Nah, I seen a lot of stuff. I seen people say I'm the realest. I seen people say that's the best episode. I seen people say I'm diving in. Well, I'm home. Get to it right here. Here's the smoke. Somebody was like, yo, it seems like all he's doing is giving, the small business the money, the contract, but he's not doing any of the work. That can't be legal. Let me clean this up for you right now. It's all work, physical work on any contract. It's all work physical.
No.
It's not. It's administrative work that you have to do on the back end. Guess who does it?
You.
Straight like that. I do the admin work.
Right.
And that's where I satisfy the limitations of subcontracting. Dunzo, I promise you I wanted to put that in. I was like, yeah.
Go get him, Jay.
You're right. Forget it. I'm on. Because like I told you, the federal government is not going to let you have a 10+ decade run. They're going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just think about it. Any drug dealers had a 10+ decade? Anybody ever got to 20 years dealing drugs? No. They going to watch you. They going to watch you. They going to say, oh, he making his money. Let him feel comfortable. Snatch you and all your mans.
Yeah.
Done. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? I know who my customer is, so I'm going to make sure I'm doing everything by the book. Yeah, flat out.
Man, this is really, really exciting, man. I like you're literally leading the revolution.
Appreciate it,
of government contracting. Because I didn't even hear about government contracting before I talked to you.
Oh, word?
I never heard of it.
Okay.
I never heard of it.
That's what's up.
And my father-in-law, and I've been meaning to.
That lunch was dope though with your father-in-law.
Yeah, because he was on it.
He was like, you right. Oh, say it again. Oh yeah, he's right. I was like, yes, sir. Validate your boy right there.
Yeah,
it's hard to not, when you telling the truth, it's always gonna come out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And especially when you know what you're talking about and you do it in a way that somebody else attempted to do and they couldn't do it and you got 10 steps past them, it's like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. So you are successful financially, man. How's your mental health, black man?
Yo, man, that's a good question. So when I'm reading comments, when some of my students, when they're like breaking down and they can't figure it out, I'm putting all that on my shoulders. Yeah. You feel me? Because this is a new space for me, this teaching stuff and being out in front and mentoring and have people look at me in a certain light, that's brand new.
Yeah.
So it takes a toll on me to the point where I'm just like, all right, this is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
But I gotta have my space to recharge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can continue to give that 100%, 150% that people are looking at me to give to them. So I had to quickly recognize that, or I'm sensitive. I'm a sensitive thug. I am, man. Like, some stuff I hear, I'm like, man, why you talking to me like that? Either I'm ready to fight or I'm ready to cry. But I had to figure it out. You know what I mean? I got to figure it out because this is the space I'm in now. So this is what it is.
Kimmy, try to describe some of the feelings that you've had in this coaching space where like you had to like take a step back, like, whoa, Jay, you wildin'.
Oh, man. So, when you getting emails about, somebody thought it was this and it wasn't. I gotten probably about 3 of those emails. Total though, that's the blessing about it though, right?
For sure. Dang, that's...
Yeah, I've only gotten like 3.
That's good.
For sure, because I am who I say I am.
Yeah.
But then you get those certain people that just got a different expectation. So I'm looking at it and I'm responding. I ain't only Twitter fingers, I'm asking for the number because I want to talk too.
Right.
But I gotta be like, Jay, chill.
Give me a scenario.
Oh yeah, Shorty jumped in the inbox like, yo, I thought your course came with 5 coaching calls, and I want to have my own personal Zoom call with you every single month. I want my money back. Man, I'm going right at her. Excuse me, miss. Nobody told you. You know what I mean? But I deleted the whole email. Because, bro, I got a team now, right?
That delete button saves so many lives.
She probably was going to screenshot it. She probably was going to throw it on, whatever the case may be, and take my little 10,000 followers away from me. But, I got a team now. So I let my team handle that. I was like, y'all go. Because they're going to be more political and answer it correctly. Because this is my baby. This course, this information, this is my baby. So I'm emotionally all in. Straight up. I can't even detach my emotions from it when somebody's attacking the character of the information. Because it's legit. It's there. I want Shorty to go, man, go check my history. What you talking about? You know what I mean? But I let them handle it, and then boom, we was good.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. That's the mental health for us.
How's your relationship?
It's good.
Good.
Yeah, you know how it go, man. When somebody is in the limelight and the other person isn't.
I would imagine, because this is a new thing. Like,
it's up, man.
You lit. And I know wife you looking like,
what you doing? What you doing?
And it's
the humble pie too, though. I need that.
For sure. I was about to say that too, because here's the thing, man. I think one of the most dangerous things, bro, is 1, making a lot of money, and 2, getting notoriety or influence.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yes,
and I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a pastor. I don't care who you are. It's dangerous, and you gotta check yourself or have somebody check you.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm a fairly humble guy, right?
Yeah. But
even like I can catch myself getting beside myself, like who I think I am.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's a thing because when, like you said, when you get that instant notoriety and you start to be an influencer and we out at restaurants and people like, oh, Jay White, first name, last name. I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? I got to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shans, I be doing it. Shans, I be doing it. I be like, I'm here. It's me, baby. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, you got to have that. You got to have that other person like, come on, man. Like, what you doing? Chill out. I'm like, I got it. Yeah. But that's smooth. That's going good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well,
appreciate it.
I just want to bring you on, man, because you've had some man, just since the last conversation we had, things have really changed. Maybe not financially because you've been getting money for a long time, but like the impact that you're having on our community and not keeping it to yourself has been it's been amazing, bro.
Nah, man, I appreciate you. Number one, your platform. You already know your platform is fire. But then the questions that you asked help bring a lot of visibility to the process and what's possible with federal government contracting. So that conversation was fire, man, and it lit a lot of people to move and get into this space. Because, I say it all the time. Everybody should be doing a piece of business with the federal government, flat out. But because of the questions you asked and how I answered them, it just made it visible and made people like, okay, I can do this. Because everybody can, straight up.
Man, I appreciate it. Joe, can you find out what episode That was, just so we can tell everybody.
148, shorty. That's where we at.
Sure.
Episode 148.
Yo, chill out, bro.
You gotta know your
fingers, bro.
episode.
It's 148. Go check out the mic. I'm
If
Jay
you
White.
don't know your episode, then you terrible. 148. I'm here.
It's the fingers for me. 148. Check me. Yeah,
Yo, you remember I did that at the conference show when I'm walking on stage like, yeah.
Yeah, you were at the Social Proof alumni.
Yeah,
ball.
man.
That was lit.
That was fire.
Did a lot of people come up to you?
Yeah, man. Surprisingly though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we're doing our own little ecosystem right here.
I see. That was fire. You know, I had the shirt unbuttoned and all that with the chain.
I know. That's how I knew. But you had like weight in your teeth and all. You got
come on, baby.
That's why I asked him how he's handling his influence and stuff. Fix your teeth, you got chains. You know what I mean?
Mine's tucked in. I got a tucker. It's tucked in. I got a tucker. I don't expose my junk.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. Listen, we will again put the link in the bio. Do we have a promo? Do we have a discount code?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure it was Social Proof.
Social Proof, yeah. Let's run it back.
All right, cool. Yeah. So it's still active.
Let's run it back.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, yeah. So, well, if just let's make sure it's still active, man. Let everybody know how they can find you, man, and where to find you. Just don't do this.
Don't do the fingers no more. That's my thing, bro.
Go ahead, you can do it one more time.
All right. And look, just find me at IG. I am Jason White _, and then the website is thefederalcode.com. I'm on Instagram giving out free game.
For sure.
I don't like to say that. I'm on Instagram just going.
Yeah.
Just going. And utilize it if you utilize it. If you don't, then you don't. You know what I mean? But I do Ask Me Anything Fridays, every single Friday, where you can ask me questions. I don't care what it's about the federal government space, and rock out with me.
There it is.
That's it. Yes, sir.
All right. There it is, man. Yo, make sure you follow Jay White. All right. If you want to get into the government contracting space, again, there's a link in the bio somewhere. Okay. Make sure you support. Make sure you tap in with him. Even if you got to send him a DM like, yo, what's up? I just want to make sure you're a real person. He is a real dude.
If you talk to me, I'm going to talk back real quick, though. I got a workshop tour coming out.
Ooh, you touring?
5 cities, baby. 5 cities.
You a rapper?
I want to be, but I'm not. You know what I mean? I want to be, but I can't rap for nothing. I can't put 16 together for nothing. We going to Cleveland, Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, and then I got to do my hometown, Norfolk, 757.
As you should.
Yeah, VA 2 up, 2 down. That's it.
All right.
So that's coming out. Just go to the website. You'll see the tour dates and all that. The tour dates.
There it is. There it is. Say less. Man, make sure you follow my boy Jay White. Appreciate you coming through,
man.
Brother.
Thank you, man. You know what it is.
I want to invite you to pick my brain.
Mine too. Mine too.
Yours too?
Mine too.
Yours too.
I
Okay, you guys. We are so excited because we just dropped our newest podcast series called the Brain Picker Podcast. David.
Oh, it's going down. You get to pick our brain. You have a business idea, a concept. You're stuck. You can't get off the ground. You need the advice of seasoned, experienced entrepreneurs. Not only entrepreneurs that are practitioners, but we got a lot of people that we've been coaching all over the last decade.
All over the globe.
That got receipts.
Not just that, you never know where your next investor might be hanging out. And the word on the street is we got all the connections.
That's a big fact.
We got all the connections. So if you want to sit down with us and pick our brains.
In front of our audience.
And we're letting you pick our brains. We won't even talk bad about you for doing it in front of our audience, bringing your business maximum exposure. Find the link somewhere around here, wherever you see it.
It's there.
And apply
right now
to pick our brain.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.